It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we get to watch Juwan Johnson. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Saints and the Raiders, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they interplay. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week.
And right away, he lost the football. So they escaped, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 17 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked. There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return. And a Saint touchdown. And give some kudos. Coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
So you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years of the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
Whoa, it still won't go down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They'll run here with a rookie. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Saints back at the 31. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. Over the middle, hooks up with a tight end, Bowers. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. That time a 6-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints heading out for the first time, and there's Derek Carr, quarterback, in his 11th NFL season now and 2nd in black and gold.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 23 carries, 5 yards past 100, and a touchdown.
One thing I do know, teams in the NFL don't treat this like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. It's been mentioned all week long about going out and getting him the rushing title. He'll see the ball, and he'll see it often.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Carr now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's in. Chris Olave, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. You look at this Raiders defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Saints at 13-2 on the year, and they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Carr. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Tyree Wilson getting back there in a hurry and handing him a loss. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Carr. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the lead. A point after, good by Groupie. And that makes the score 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. When you look at this Saints defense, this crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
Now it's O'Connell. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. This defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just match protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now Carr. Knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Here's Carr to throw. The pass caught by Olave. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now a 2nd and 10. And Wilson in motion left. Carr going to throw. Gets this complete to Shaheed. That's good for a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now Carr on the bootleg.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Alvin Kamara
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Groupie able to add to PAT.
And it's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
So out come the Raiders.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now
2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw, O'Connell. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now after the INT, it's Carr.
Downfield, and he's got Olave.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
And that last throw is going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing for the year. And it is pretty rarefied air up there. You're looking at only a handful of guys who have ever topped that in one season.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 6.
On play action, it's Carr.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. On play action, now Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Swings this out for Hunt.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And O'Connell now to throw. Throw caught by Mayer.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. To throw here, O'Connell.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Saints offense and the veteran Alvin Kamara getting set for this next possession. And you can see he's closing in on a rushing title, the league leader coming into the penultimate week of the season. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 85 yards. Are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Groupie for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing, O'Connell. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Here's O'Connell. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. His numbers reflect that. Currently leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now O'Connell. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly. and knocked it free.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's had a knack for finding the end zone all season long. His numbers reflect that. Here we are in the month of December, and he sits atop the NFL leaderboard in terms of rushing touchdowns.
He'll buy some time right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Working from the gun, it's Carr.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Kamara up the middle. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Carr. Wide open receiver complete. Hook up a 15 yards there. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
To throw, it's Carr. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Johnson. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Kamara. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Bulldozes past him, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky. And
caught it up. And this is picked up by the Saints. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And this is showing faith in a running back who just lost a fumble a minute ago. That was returned for a touchdown. Now, some coaches might let him think about it on the bench for a bit, but he's right back out there. They're showing that they have confidence in him.
A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 15. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The home team's offense and Derek Carr ready for this next possession. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. And let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real. And it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Good for a Saints.
here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. Here's Carr. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Play action. Now it's Carr. They'll roll him out right. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Third and 5. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 53 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now a play fake. Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw.
He gets this complete to Shaheed.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a 1st down as well.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Carr now to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr.
And the Saints are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
The point after, goodbye grouping. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially.
Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Now it's O'Connell.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Myers. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. O'Connell.
It's Myers again with another catch.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
2nd down and 3.
Back to throw again.
That one complete to Trey Tucker.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Trey Tucker,
35 yards.
And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense, as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. Now Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. A give. This is Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Olave over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23.
Carr.
That's Olave bringing in another one.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Here's Carr to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. And that rushing touchdown, number 28 on the year. Just a remarkable number as he draws level with a Hall of Famer, LaDainian Tomlinson, for the most in NFL history. Groupie able to add the PAT.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And O'Connell now to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest, but now another... His defense as they pick him off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly, but they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
Olave holds it in. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
At the Raiders' 34-yard line.
Now Carr on the bootleg. He lets it go deep for Olave. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Saints extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. A point after, good by Groupie. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Groupie to kick off for the Saints.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense and Aiden O'Connell getting set to take over once more. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile... have an injury on the play. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
To throw his Carr. He lets it go deep for Olave. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Saints add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. And his sensational season continues. That touchdown grab, number 20 for him on the year. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Tucker hauls it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Throwing, O'Connell. He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Back to throw. O'Connell. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now O'Connell. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Carr. He lets it go deep for Olave. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. On his horse. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw here, O'Connell. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Saints, they continue to show they'll be a tough out in the playoffs as they move to 14-2 on the year.